Hello, Leo. This is a reading for you. Okay, right away you got Awakening down here, and you have the Sun card that flew out. It's Judgment. Judgment and the Sun. Okay, Eight of Shells. Eight of Shells is the Eight of Cups. It's interesting that it's the Starfish card here. Feels like some things needed to come to an ending so that they could begin here or start over again. Or also, I feel like Spirit wants you to start over a project again or something like that. Maybe you didn't want to because you're thinking about all the time that it took to get it to where it is now. But it's almost like Spirit is saying, well, it's not going to take that long this time. Because if there's something that you're really wanting to do that you could do in a different way, Spirit wants you to know that do it. Because I feel like that's going to be very beneficial to you. But also, like, you have a unique way of doing something that is something that you already did that you can alter or change a little bit. It's kind of like this energy of, if it didn't work the first time, well, what can you adjust and try again? That is particularly towards a hobby, a project, business, your job, career, that sort of thing. Even like an idea with school, it's kind of like you have an idea, but it's almost like being too afraid to say the idea or something like that. Because like it matters so much to you, so that's why there's like this way of like wanting to hold it in. But it's like you have this light because you want to share it. I won't be surprised if the Hermit card doesn't come out. Because it's kind of like you're not shining your light all the way in career, in a project, in a skill that you have or a talent that you want to grow. You have the Queen of Acorns here. So that's the Queen of Pentacles. So she knows how to use her resources and she focuses on what she does have and she uses that. And people know her name. She's not. You have this Two of Acorns here. So it's kind of like juggling a little bit. Should I or shouldn't I? But thinking about something all of the time. You also have this Three of Acorns here. This is a lot of Pentacles. It's like the time has come for you to shine. And you know it, but you're holding back. So Spirit wants you to know, like, keep pushing forward. And if you have an idea to do something a little bit different, that idea is for you to work through, is for you to do, is for you to try. You have the Six of Crystals here. Something's coming into balance for you. Be careful of people that wear a mask. I feel like you're going to find out someone has a mask and they have had one for quite some time, but it's just like you may catch somebody in something. This energy is very like, if you have an inkling about something, if you just don't feel right about something, follow that instinct there. Look at this Skyless card. Like, what are you? Creepy little monkey. With these ears that are like, what? Something hasn't been fair. And you didn't realize it, but now you're realizing it. But I think it took you getting away from something to realize how unfair it was. And actually that might be multiple things, multiple relationships with people, work experiences, and you're kind of like, when I look back on whole life, I gave more than everybody else in every situation ever, always. What? You know? But it took you getting away from it to see it. Temperance, yeah, you're coming into balance. Because when you have an uneasy feeling, there you go. That's what it is. And you have the feeling, and you know you have the feeling, but you didn't follow it. But now you do. So it doesn't matter any amount of time that you spent not following it. All that matters is that you're doing it now, right? All we have is now, and now, and now, and now. It doesn't matter if someone has spent an entire lifetime being one way, the very last second of their life, they can be a different way, and it's all worth it. It really is, you know. King of Acorns. I feel like you have someone in spirit watching out for you that gives you signs. You also have the King and the Queen of Acorns, and they showed up right under one another. Whoa. What the heck? Wow. I've never done that before in my entire life. I don't know. The cards just like flew out of my hands. Spirit is going to give you a sign about a person that is your person. And you will have an uneasy feeling about someone that you need to let go of. But it feels like you already let go of someone and you're seeing that now. Wow, that's beautiful. King and Queen as well. So something is healing here for you. A connection with a person. Someone in spirit is protecting you, and they're trying to protect you from people that are like this, that keep kind of coming around. And I feel like they're definitely communicating to you through possibly your stomach, like making you feel very, very, very uneasy in certain circumstances and situations. And I'm also getting, for some of you, it may even be something like you go somewhere and you feel uneasy, and then the next time when someone brings up going to that place, you don't end up going, and it's a good thing. So just like pay attention to how you're feeling and follow how you're feeling, and realize that you don't need to justify that to anybody. You don't need to explain it to anyone at all. And it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about it, like really. Because there's some kind of a divine pairing coming in here that Spirit is going to give you a sign. And it could be something like what just happened with the cards, where somebody, like literally something just flies out of somebody's hand when it is happening. You have this 9 of Crystals here. It's the 9 of Pentacles. Security and abundance. You're protected during this time, and you're very safe in your own home. So Spirit wants you to know that you are protected and you are safe, and there's nothing that's going to happen to you that you need to worry about. Also, you may get signs through like lights flickering or turning on and off. Spirit wants you to feel safe and take these messages, because somebody is looking out for you because they want you to develop this level of clarity with the Queen of Swords. Because it feels like you're already very intuitive. It feels like you already receive messages and get signs and all of that kind of stuff, but there's something about becoming more clear within your mind in some way that you have been asking for, that you have been hoping for, like an awakening that you have known is coming and wanted and done the work and preparation for it, with the sun here, and then you have the moon right under it. Wow, this is a beautiful, look at this. The sun and the moon, these are the eternal lovers of our, world. sun and the moon. Complete and total balance of the duality. This is something big. This could be another Leo. This could be a Cancer, Pisces. But it doesn't have to be, so don't hold too tightly to the signs, right, that come through. Knight of Acorns. Spirit wants you to continue to work really hard. I mean, it feels like you might be distracted a little bit lately with something that you're working on that you care about, and Spirit is like, it feels like there's a distraction that you got rid of, or something that was no longer serving you that you cut out, and you need to acknowledge that as a win, because it feels like you're not really celebrating that as much, and it's a major thing that you did. There's a lot of major, it's like, Spirit wants you to take a look at how far you have come. Feels like memories of the past keep pulling you in, sucking you in. And Spirit is saying, use it to your advantage. Because look at how far you have come. Look at everything that you have overcome. But those are going to, like, it feels like that suddenly stops. And now you have the opportunity to use that as more fuel for more action to cut something else out. And it's something in the way that you do your day, perhaps, or it's something where it's just like, you know, you're going to be more productive if you do this, this, and this. So it's like just taking that step of like doing it. And it feels like you're going to feel so much better once you do that. And it also feels like it's going to be a lot easier than you think. Like it's just going to come, it's just going to flow. You know, it's not going to be something that is difficult, but it also is like Queen of Shells and the Shaman. Yeah, your perspective is broadening. High Priestess. Wow. You have the High Priestess and the Shaman coming out together. Wow. This is a very spiritual union coming in here. And it can be a partnership for work. And it can be love as well. Because look, like you have the sun and the moon, and then you have the High Priestess and the Shaman. That's the Hierophant card. So this is what a pair. Oh, wow. You also may feel like you've just been somewhere before, you've met someone before, you've met this person before. You've been through these things with these people before. There's just like an air of your third eye being very open and just intuitive messages coming in. There's also something too, like letting go of things that don't make you feel good. Because it has to do with like, it's linked with your empathic abilities. Like, let's just say that you drink pop, soda, whatever you call it. And you know that when you drink it, you drink like way too much of it. It's like all you drink, you don't even drink any water. And it's like knowing that this is draining you, but thinking about drinking water instead, the flavor of it, just like, wow, you don't want to. And you just kind of keep doing it. But it feels like you're going to be motivated to stop doing that. And the amount of better that you're going to feel is so much higher because you being a little bit drained from drinking that is putting you in a lower mood, and then it's putting you at access to all of these people that have a lower vibration. It's kind of pulling you down because you feel what other people feel being an empath. You know, there's something to that. So it's like, especially pay attention to what you're putting into your body and like what makes you feel more energized. You're just going to be more aware of it. And the reason being is because Spirit wants you to fine tune it, and you'll see why it's going to be a lot better. And it's like also feels like you can come up with other alternatives. It's like you don't have to go so extreme with it, right? It's not like I only drink water now. Like you also have love here. It's always love, always love. You can always have love at any time. Anyone can. And you just do. But you have a love that either a relationship that is becoming solidified, solid, something beautiful, something remarkable, something that you've always wanted, or someone new is coming in that it's going to be that. It's going to be that. Queen of Crystals, Eight of Feathers, Four of Pentacles, no, Four of Wands. Something, you always get this message about something looking like it's going to be over and then it coming together. It's like suspense. It kind of feels like your life is like a movie about suspense. Like, it looks like everything is going fine, and then all of a sudden it's not. And it looks like things are not going to work out, and then they just do in the most glorious way. And it feels like your life has just been like a roller coaster of all those things. But it's coming into balance here. Yeah, the Two of Feathers. So this is the Two of Swords. This is like an ending of that. Yeah, and the Ten of Shells, Ten of Cups. So this is blessings and well-being. Kind of feels like, you know how a lot of people, when they're young, you can be young, you can be older, it doesn't matter. But typically, younger people, they have like a roller coaster of life, more of a roller coaster of emotions. Feels like you have had that more than other people. So if you're young, you've had it even more than other young people. Even if you're older, you've had it more than anybody else that you know. It's like your life is such a story. And now is when you're going to be able to tell the story, and people are going to listen to what you have to say, and you're going to be able to apply it in a way that other people appreciate your wisdom so very much, and you're going to be able to do something with it. It can also be like traveling here with some kind of an occupation or something like that. We have multiple cards of, look at this. But whatever it is, you have some kind of upgrade coming in with this Empress card. You have abundance coming in. There is someone that's really hurt that wants to take some sort of action, and it feels like action against you. Could be through gossiping, like they're trying to put your name down. This is just blah. They missed out on another opportunity, another one. It's like, I don't know if this person like just could never ever keep a job, or like they just never seemed to have it together, and it was never their fault, it was everybody else's. And it feels like this new love coming in is the complete opposite of that kind of a person. Like this person never wanted to admit their emotions that they had for you. They never wanted to like fully take that chance on love. Somebody else is coming in that's better, that's for sure. But that's going to make this other person want to reunite. But it's like, I feel like it's like a no way in the world ever. Ever, ever, ever. This person wanted you to fail at things. They wanted things to go bad for you. And they never really saw who you were. And that's another thing that it's like you see that now, but you didn't see that then. You didn't see that. Because you really see the good in everyone. You gave this person a lot of benefits of the doubt. It was like, Eight of Crystals is the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like keep on pushing forward. Keep on pushing forward and say what you need to say here. Especially if somebody comes in with offer of love. Oh, with the Three of Shells. Okay. This could also be that person trying to come back in, and it's like the way that you respond to them with like integrity, with grace. There's something about that. Speaking to someone with grace, but still standing up for yourself. I feel like that's a great skill that you have. And it feels like people have come to you for advice on how to say something or what to do. And I don't even think you realize how much you really do help people and how many people do look to you for that. And people are going to be watching and listening and hear about the way that you respond to this. It's like the way you respond to an attack. Empress. You know, the Empress doesn't really need to raise her voice or threaten anyone because nothing really threatens her. She's like untouchable, and she knows that. She knows that. And she knows how to respond with a polite, kind, but witty, strong comment that just puts a stop to any kind of nonsense without really wasting any of her energy at all. You know? There's something to be said about that you're doing that now more than ever before. Okay, what else? I knew it was going to be love. Wow. You know, wow. Oh my goodness. There's an unspoken thing between you and a person. On the bottom of the deck. There's an unspoken thing. You have the Ace of Acorns and the King of Crystals. Somebody sees you. And they see everything that they want. The 10 of Acorns and the 10 of Shells. They see their whole future before them. Like they see their future in your eyes. And they've seen it for a long time. A long time. And they tried to deny it. And they tried to hide it, and they tried to indulge in other things to distract their mind. But it just, nothing compares to you. No one compares to you. They're just like overtaken with thoughts of you. Look at this, Queen of Crystals. King and Queen again. There's an unspoken thing between you and someone else because there's something about this love that makes it forbidden. And I don't know what it is. So you got to figure that out. But there's something here about a forbidden love. But it has been there all along. And if you look, you will know. You will know who this person is. And this coming together, wow, will be everything. And you know, you have the wheel here. This is destiny. This is destined to occur. And the octopus, you know, they have 3 hearts. And it's like, we don't know the octopus for that. We know that for their great intellect, right? These miraculous things that they can do, puzzles that they can solve, open a jar or whatever, you know, all that crap. That's what we think of them, but it's like, really, they have 3 hearts. So, you know, they have this great ability, great capacity to love. So there's something here about a person that has hidden love. And they're trying to use these strategies to hide it so it makes it look like it's not there, but it's there. It's there, and they can't hide it for much longer. Unspoken thing. The Hermit is here. It's like a need to shine that light. Justice. It will happen. They're watching you. Look at this Page of Swords. The Magician. You are manifesting this, balancing out, Temperance. What? The World. This is coming together. The Star. Look at that. It's like they just want to kind of turn away and say, you know, this is just, it's just not going to work out, but they can't do it. They can't do it. It's everything. Wow. It's an unspoken thing. It's an unspoken thing between us. I don't know where I heard that, but I can't stop thinking like that's exactly what the 2 of Acorns, they're trying to juggle with it. They're trying to pull away from it. They can't. They can't do it. Page of Shells. Okay, any advice about this? There's too many cards. Two of Shells, 5 of Shells, 4 of Crystals. Your advice is to not give your energy to anyone you don't want. It's like, hold back. 4 of Crystals is the 4 of Pentacles. That's the energy of holding back. And look, this Firefly knows, I want this shell. I don't want these ones back here. No, I'm focusing on this shell. I'm going towards this shell. I'm going to get this shell. I'm not accepting any other shells. So it's kind of like, focus your energy on what you want and don't accept anything less than that. But it feels like this is coming to you and you don't have to do that. It's just in the meantime. I have the 2 of Shells. So this is love. This is love coming in for you. It's like, daydream about this love. Daydream about them being right there with you in your arms, you know? Go out, enjoy this world. Celebrate being you. Celebrate being a Leo. Celebrate being alive. You know how to celebrate life. And you know how to just love and be so grateful to be alive and really like live. Like, just go out in nature and just feel nature. Just be one with the moon and the stars and, you know. This is how you're drawing them in. But also, there's like something to this where you're being who you really are now in a way that you never were before. And you definitely suppressed that in the past in love experiences. So Spirit is saying, don't do that this time. You're not going to do that this time. That's why they haven't come in yet, because they are attracted to the real you, to everything that you really are, and you're holding back everything you really are right now. So, okay. Thanks, Lynn.